opportunity to monetize a piece of work like this. Wow, look at that one. I adore it. The colors and the composition are fantastic.
All right, it's another day's journey, and you should be glad about it. Glad to be alive and all that stuff. Good stuff right there. Deanna and Grace on the road, so you got to deal with me. Hopefully that'll be okay. But it also means that your official notes won't be there, so you got to actually take good notes today upon your own. I was playing a video talking about putting ChatGPT and Midjourney together, the newer versions of both, which are powerful to say the least. Maybe that'll help you out. Maybe that'll help you out. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to do today, but I don't know what to do for you. I got to ask a few questions, and then I'll give you an update on Arlingbrook as well. But I got to ask a few questions. Where are you all? Because everything I'm doing is super advanced. So I can't really teach you what I'm doing. I don't even think you're going to understand anything about what I'm doing. So, yeah. Questions. I got questions. Where are you all? What you need help with? And what you struggling with? Are you on? Yep. He's on.
Yes, we are on. Okay, this is what I need help with. Figuring out a payment gateway. I was leaning towards Stripe, but Stripe just has too many fees, especially when my product prices are extremely low. It just makes no sense. So I was leaning toward PayPal, but I'm not certain if that's the best direction to go because it's just going to be an international app, although PayPal is technically international. Everyone does accept it. I'm trying to find
But it's not accepted everywhere, and you're trying to be everywhere, right? Yeah, it's not accepted.
Correct.
So in a lot of brown countries, it's not accepted.
Right. That's the issue.
Yeah. You're probably going to need more than one merchant. You're going to need one for America and then one for non-America. That's what you're probably going to need. I've sent you the one for non-America before. I can't remember the name. I can never remember the name, but I'll find it again. I'll find it again. They do non-America. My payment merchant for the name of this social media is Stripe. I just dealt with the fees because Stripe has some developer things that I like to do.
Okay.
So I'm using Stripe for right now for both worldwide and America, but I'll probably cross-pollinate and use another one for global as we grow. PayPal will work, but so you want PayPal due to the fact that Americans are going to want you to want PayPal because they're already signed in. That already signed in feature is going to work. And this is a really good question. So if you ask Americans, they're going to say, yeah, you got to have PayPal because that's America. But if you're trying to be global, you can't just have PayPal. You can't, for a few reasons. PayPal charges a lot of fees internationally. Let's take Ibrahim. So when I say Ibrahim money, it takes a lot of charges. They charge a lot of fees, and India too. I got a guy in India as well. Then it takes like 8 days for them to get their money. Yeah. So it just depends on what you want. I would say have 2 to 3 merchants. And then the problem is the merchant game is so limited that you ain't got much option. PayPal, Stripe, authorized, PayPal, Stripe, AuthorizeNet, Square. I don't know if there's another one. It could be, just not off the top of my head. I can't,
The other one I was leaning toward is Paystack, which is accepted a lot more in a lot of
PayU is
PayU is
the
the one that you told me about, but
PayU is the one
PayU
I
didn't
told
have a great customer service. Like
you.
I reached out to them several times to ask a couple questions or what have you. Didn't hear any responses back. They actually closed out my tickets, but never replied to my tickets,
Yep.
and I was just like,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. Yep. They are not. That is for fact. That's a fact. I can relate. That's a fact. That's a fact. I can relate for sure. Yeah, I can relate to that. Man, great, super great question. Ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. Hey, what are
I
the?
did. It gave me four. It gave me PayPal, it gave me Stripe, and it gave me two other ones as
What
well, but not really
did you
like a
check for
definitive.
overseas? Did you check for
Yeah,
outside
I put for
America?
international, like a startup, is the question that I put into it. Let me see my phone so I can tell you. It's act-
Yeah, that's this is a good question and a major issue. I mean, outside of that, I guess you would have to ask or research what payment merchants are TikTok using and Facebook using. And if
Okay, I
they're
didn't think about that aspect.
yeah,
Okay.
and if they're using Stripe and people with fees, then you may have to. Maybe they're doing it for security that we don't know about or something. I don't know, but you get the point though, right? You get the point.
Yeah, yeah, that I understand.
Yeah, you get the point.
So, come on, Chitty.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's keep going, keep going.
All right, it's loading up. Now, did they lose the chats again?
It's possible. I haven't been on a day. Well, no,
No,
I
it's
got
just
I
taking a
got
while to
pro.
load up.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the pro. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so this was a question I put into Chitty. What is the best payment gateway for a startup vegan social app? No fees, and it must be able to access internationally for use. So it came back with there are several payment gateways available for startups that offer international access and no fees. Here are a few options. So they mentioned PayPal, Stripe, Square, and Braintree. I haven't done a lot of research on Braintree, but
They're pretty much sync
they
with
own by
PayPal.
PayPal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Braintree is only in 130 countries, 130 currencies. Stripe has a lot more. PayPal does have over 200 countries. So it
Yeah.
wasn't
Stripe's
really
not
like
even
a,
an American company. I mean, they have
yeah,
headquarters in Silicon Valley, but they're not an American company.
yeah,
So that makes sense there. Well, here's what I'm doing. I am maybe today, tomorrow, I don't know. Probably today. I got everything hooked up. I mean, with everything loaded, I'm just connecting the database now. And it's a bunch of I got like 58 places to connect the database, but I gotta go through 50 million lines of code to do so.
okay,
And probably 158 places to connect the database. But I'm doing a beta launch because I'm not really launching. Like if you come out to that today, I'm not launching today. I'm not gonna launch until like August, September or something. So I'm just starting with Stripe. I have PayPal, but I haven't even hooked up to PayPal yet. So when it launched today, it's just gonna be Stripe working. Then I'll go in and go through all the code and put PayPal where it's supposed to go, that's not gonna be hard. I know right where it's at. Maybe you can do that. Maybe you can pick your merchants in phases because I can hear you're going for a one and done. Maybe that's not the best option. Maybe to start with one first,
mhm,
and then your customers will let you know. I mean, your feedback will let you know, hey, I can't buy this. I can't
yeah,
buy this. And we ran into that a lot with ATS. Once, a large chunk of my audience is Nigerian and stuff like that, and they couldn't use PayPal. Or when I tried to go to Kenya and Botswana, PayPal
yeah,
wasn't really a viable option. I chose Stripe due to their easeability with monthly subscriptions. That's
Yes,
why
yes,
I
very
chose
true.
Stripe.
Yes, I did see
That's
that.
why,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
why I
we are
chose
heading
Stripe.
within that direction as far as our subscription and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's why they were on the top. You do have a point with, I guess, not thinking about one and done, kind of just testing the water and see what happens, because you never know what's gonna happen, and you never know what your audience is gonna tell you, regardless.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with a soft lunch. I mean, we don't know this. That's not something we learn as people of color, but
Yeah.
everybody do a soft lunch. Everybody. Joel Osteen didn't launch into the Compact Center to 2003, but they was in there in like 2000. So they was having church for like 2 or 3 years before it was official. You got to feel your way around things first. You got to get that data. We got to figure out. Let's just take Lakewood for a moment. It's on one of the. If 59 is not the busiest highway in Houston, then we need to put a top 4. Then, like, we can't have a number 1, because 45, 59, 290. These are terrible highways to be on in certain parts of the day. Well, actually, any part of the day. Lakewood is sitting right on 59. Well, now it's Interstate 69 now. Sitting right on 69. So how do you get people to park? How do you tell them where to park? How do you tell 40,000 people? Well, they probably wouldn't start at 40,000. How do you tell 10,000 people how to hurry and jump off the highway at 70 miles per hour and get into where you want them to go? You got to set that up. You can't just, you get it? You can't just buy the building and be like, okay, everybody know where they're going. You can't do that. That takes 6 months or something to get people. And that, as weird as that sounds, that's just funneling people into the parking garage. Even that. So they would have had to have, I mean, I wasn't there, but they would have had to have signs pointing this way, people standing outside saying, go this way, right? Because nobody would have known where to park, because in that area, it's just a bunch of big buildings and a bunch of big buildings with their own driveways. Then once you get into the parking garage, it's just depending on where you park. If you park way in the back, it's a half-a-mile walk to the church. So how do you know where to flow? I know you go straight and you go to the right and you go up the ramp, but that's not something you know automatically. And then once you get in, how your service is going to look. How do you have service? What does the sound like when the building can hold 40,000 people? How does the camera's going to work? Where's the choir going to sit? All these things need to be figured out. My point of saying this, Melissa and everybody so Melissa, Antonio, Law, and Adonia, you're going for global companies. You don't get to start global. You don't get to start global. You can't just be like, okay, I'm Adonia. Everybody knows what I'm doing. That is a lie. It's not the case. Right? No. So even so I understood why it took Lakewood 3 years to get all that together. Because even when you get it together, your audience don't have it together. They're not, because you're consistently getting a newer audience that don't know what to do. So you got to train everybody on all that stuff too. I'm starting with Stripe only. Well, that's not true. I'm starting with Stripe and PayPal, but I'm starting with Stripe only for the first 24 to whatever, first 1 day to 7 days, because I'll go back in and make changes. And I'm not even starting on the server that I want to start on. I'm starting on a test server. The server that I have us on cannot handle 200,000 people joining an hour. It can handle plenty of people. This can't handle 200,000 people joining an hour. I'm starting there on purpose. Allow me to explain. Money. Did you see it? Did you get it? That was a really quick explanation. Let me do it again. I'm starting on this beta server. It's not a beta server. I'm starting this server because of money. because
You ain't never lied, because I don't even know if my server's gonna make it or not either. But it was a sale, and I said, "Well, we gotta start somewhere." So
all
if the
right.
shit crashed, it crashed, but we'll just
Uh,
adapt and move forward to make it better. I
I'm
mean, you
pretty
don't
sure your
know.
servers cannot handle 200,000 people joining an hour. You
I
actually
have
have
no
to go
idea.
research that place. You have to go
Yeah,
research
yeah,
that place and get that. And I'll even
yeah.
send you the letter I was sending the companies. I'll send you the letter I was sending the companies too to help you out. It's a technical letter asking technical questions. I'll send that to you. I'll send that to you for sure. But I'm starting there because AWS to hold. So Janice is going to post her karaoke pictures, and Melissa's going to post about her dog, and Adonia is going to post about how her nails got done, and Adrian's going to post about God got goons, and all y'all going to post 90 times a day. And guess what, Melissa? That has to be stored somewhere. Money. And then you're talking about, well, I will just keep it there forever because I don't know when I'm going to come back to this picture I haven't seen in 30 years. Money. And then you're going to be like, oh, I want to go live on a video, but I got this great camera that shoots 4K videos, and I refuse to shoot anything less than 4K because I'm chocolate and sexy. My name is Law, and I got to be in 4K or 8K only. Money. Like no matter what y'all do, it's going to cost money. So I'm starting on this particular server, get the data, train my algorithms and stuff. Yeah, people will get subscriptions at some point, blah, blah, blah. And then moving to the bigger ones, moving to the big one instead of doing that now. And if that sounds weird, that's because you have not been with Phil and Susan. I'm sorry, I'm streaming on Monday nights at 5:30 because that's in the disruptive model. I'm being a disruptive company. From start to finish, I'm building I think I call it a cult following, and then growing from there, going after people they don't want, blah, blah, blah. It's the model that I literally have given away and told y'all about. Good question, Lon. That was good. Actually, you kind of make me want to keep this complex question thing going instead of doing what I had today. So think of your next question, whoever you are. Think of your next question. Let me give you an update on Arlingbrook. Arlingbrook is right now, everything seems to be working just fine. Everything seems to be working just fine. It's like it's like 1,000 different moving pieces on Arlingbrook. Seems to be working just fine. If you go to arlingbrook.com right now, you're going to see a 500 error. That just means it's a server error because I'm connecting everything to the server as we speak. But it seems to be fine. Right now, I don't have no red flags. You know, if it work out, Law, I'm going to be like, whoa, look at God, right? If it works out, I've got no red flags. When it works out, you're right. There you go. Yeah, when it works out, but there's no red flags. I just have to, as Law was saying, I have to put my secret key into a bunch of places. Secret key into Stripes, and so I'm using that payment method. Since I have y'all with encrypted messages, I have to use a 32-bit encryption. I have to put that secret key from Jason. I'll save you the nerd talk. Just know that there's a bunch of encryption that I have to do. And I couldn't do that until I put it on a server. I built Arlingbrook off a server, just in folders, testing the code internally on local hosts and stuff. So I got a lot of placeholders that say your server here, right? And stuff like that. So I got to go back now and put all those server places in there. So there you go. But all looking good, looking good. If I disappear on y'all today, if I cancel meetings, I probably won't cancel tonight, but if I disappear, that's what I'm doing because we're very, very close. All right, who's next? I'm gonna let the silence be uncomfortable.
I'll go. I'll
Okay.
go. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to give you some feedback.
Yeah.
There's this particular person that assisted with an app that I'm working on, and information was so good. What I did is I'm taking each section and now I'm getting more specifics to what the content will entail for those sections. And chat really has been, well, obviously, probably because chat's the one that did it, but the whole point is the brain power that was behind getting chat to feed that information made it so easy. And I'm getting really good content. So it's expanding upon what certain services that are available through the app will look like and how it will assist. Now, of course, I don't know the technical part of how that's going to happen, but I think there's another brain person that could lead me to how that will happen. But I'm amazed. I'm amazed of the detail and things that I didn't think about has now fired off as a result. So I'm feeling really good about it.
Yes. Those things did not think about those. You can clearly see the human brain and the ChatGPT brain on that. It's half and half. That's a 50-50 project there. In order to get very unique, impressive things out of ChatGPT, I have found this. I have found it is better for me to slow down and give ChatGPT. Let's say I want to build an app with 25 things. It is better for me to give ChatGPT the first 13. So what I do is wreck my brain. So, okay, I'll either rant or I'll ask Janice to rant. And Janice will say something, but since my brain kind of works like a computer, I can kind of process that and I write this stuff down. And then I say, okay, this, and that. She mentioned healing. Okay, so when Janice says, well, I want to do something on natural healing. Well, that tells my brain a lot of things immediately. It tells my brain meditation. You need meditation there. It tells my brain you need some daily events immediately, because you can't. Healing is not something you do monthly. It is something you do daily. It tells my brain that if you're having healing, then you're talking to a few different audiences there. Adonia said something brilliant yesterday. She said, you're either hurting somebody or about to hurt somebody or causing somebody. So I forgot how she said it, but it was brilliant. Okay, then, same energy. But you're going to have people who are saying, F healing, I'm not doing nothing. All right, how do you get those people? And how do you get the people who are working through healing but triggered often? So now what I got to do, Janice, is I got to have a whole section just for triggers. I go just for triggers, alone, just for triggers. Then when you say healing, okay, what kind of healing? So then now what you need is sexual abuse, spiritual healing, because how many of you know church hurts? Right? That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Just so we clear, it's a real thing. Sexual abuse, childhood trauma, spiritual abuse, family abuse, spousal abuse, emotional abuse. You put all that stuff in there. But now we're talking about emotional abuse. Now we're talking simply, now you got to add cognitive processing therapy in there, because I happen to be a cognitive processing. Well, no, I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist. The Army takes me through cognitive processing therapy. So I'm kind of an expert in cognitive processing therapy on the student end, due to the fact I've been going through it for freaking 5 years. And then on the other side, etc. So I'll put all that in chat. I just listed 13 things that fast off of one thing, healing. And I'll put that in ChatGPT and I say, okay, I got a healing app. And I have all these things. And I say, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. Here are the 13 things that I have so far. And then I'll say something similar to, give me 13 more of the same energy, but are different. What I'm doing is I'm forcing ChatGPT now to think on my level. Now, even though ChatGPT is higher, what we do is, Melissa, when you make a prompt, ChatGPT is designed to give you the level in which you give it. It's not going to do anything more until you ask for more. It is designed to make you understand. So what Adonia is doing is taking those, whatever the stuff she has, and then going now in the ChatGPT. And Adonia, you would find ChatGPT should be talking to you like you are an app designer, brilliant professor, X person then. Is this correct? Because you putting some stuff up in there.
Well, it only does it if I take the information that's already posted. So here's what I was initially doing. I would see a sentence or a subject and I would say, okay. And I'd ask in a sentence, I would say, find me, exercise or meditation. Okay. And so it give you a couple exercises and like, okay, that's all you want. And I'm like, what? So I had to keep going back.
Yeah.
Then I realized if I give a section that's type literally what section that's available to me, and then add to it, it's surprising what comes up after that.
Yeah,
I had to figure that out because me and Carlita was getting attitudes again because I was like, you just do not cooperate. Carlos is cooperating, you don't cooperate. And then I realized it was a user error. It was on the user side.
Yeah.
So I figured it out. But it took me a minute of frustration to figure that out.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. If you say, give me some exercise and meditation, okay, well, you can sleep, you can eat a banana, and you can cross your legs and hum. That's all I was going to say. But if you say, okay, I am building an app with machine learning and such, and I have this section, and here's my section. Then ChatGPT says, oh, you're not a regular person. Oh, you are someone who knows a lot, so let me give you a lot. It really does make sense. It really does. When you think about it, the ChatGPT, see, there's been artificial intelligence things that help people for about 6-7 years on a good level. ChatGPT is the most advanced and the easiest to use. This is what made it, this is what started the AI revolution. It's like when Steve Jobs took a supercomputer and let you work it with your thumb. That's what made the iPhone so successful and had people standing outside of AT&T when it first came out, and celebrities with long lines across the thing because you can use a smart computer with your thumb. This is most certainly a smart computer. So what makes ChatGPT so good, it's going to talk to you on your level. So think of it as an algorithm. Think of it as it's a great wizard of Oz. Jerome says, how do I get over my courage? I mean, how do I get over my fear? And Jerome gets an answer, because the great wizard behind the curtain will give you the answer. But if Jerome says, I'm having an issue stemming from my reticular active system and my auto suggestion, and I realize that I'm triggered by external responses, particularly in my frontal lobe area, which causes me great disgust and anger. And I'm having an issue controlling my impulses. Lately, I have found myself with tendencies within the dark triad. I am extremely Machiavellian, borderline narcissist, and I'm displaying sociopathic traits. I am not a sociopath as I understand this, but my emotions are so over the place that I am abusing people because I am so emotional. Can you help? And now you get a whole different response, because I didn't put in the DSM-5 language. I put in neuroscience. You get, like, the more you do that, the more it will come back to you. So good question. Good question. If you have an app, Some of y'all need apps. Some of you don't. Doesn't matter to me what you do with your life, but what matters here is, I thought you said something funny the other day. Like, I don't, car crashing trees. That was an app for her, right? You know, just you know, boom, boom. That's true. That is an app. Or you can have an app that changes the world, diagnoses people, whatever, you know, self-assessments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can do all of that. So whatever works for you, just know how you talk to ChatGPT, it will talk back to you. It will. So before I get another question, I'm gonna help you with talking to ChatGPT better. So this way you bust an Adrian, and you do one or two things. You bust an Adrian, you do two things. Adrian, to get on Google, just to use ChatGPT. Okay, you said this. I don't know what that means. Let me go look it up real quick. And say, then Adrian's going to do two things. Adrian's going to say, I don't understand. Can you explain it? And it's going to say, certainly, and explain it to Adrian. And Adrian's going to take that explanation and go, okay, I get this part now, but I don't get that part. Can you explain it? And it's going to do it again. And as Adrian understands more, ChatGPT would tell her more. As she understands less, ChatGPT would tell her more in the less area. And the more she get, the greater that conversation will become. Adrian's willing to do 200 prompts just to get to her best. Adrian, am I right? Because she been telling us.
Right. And then I asked for examples. Could you give me an example of what you mean? And well, I don't understand that, but you know, I actually don't talk to people that are that smart. Can you break it down a little bit better? And then break it down a little bit better. Hey, leave me alone.
That's, you know, a good problem.
I do, because sometimes it sounds good, and I'll be like, you know, that sounds good. But I don't really talk to real smart people. Break it down so that everyone can listen. You know, like a 5-year-old can understand it, and it breaks it down.
That is,
but I like how Adonia said it though, because if you don't ask the right prompt, then it'll give you like the template to what you should do. You could add this and you could add, no. I don't want to know what I could add. I want you to tell me what to add so that, you know, but it definitely works with you. I can say that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the program. Somebody called yesterday. I won't say who. All good news. I just don't want to put nobody good news out there. And they got a lucrative contract offer. There you go. I'll just leave it at that. That was pretty vague, right, Jerome? And it was okay, good. A lucrative contract offer. And they asked me for advice, and they said, well, I'm going to contact my lawyer too, but the spirit told me to hit you up first. I'm going to contact my lawyer. And I said, well, listen, great. I broke it down. Boom, boom, boom. Gave some solid advice. And then I said, now look, if your lawyer take too long, and I say lawyers don't take too long, they take lawyer long. It's just, you know, it could be a day, it could be an email, whatever it may be, right? I say, go to ChatGPT. If they emailed you this contract, that's a blessing. Put that contract in ChatGPT and say, please explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. Yeah.
That right there.
Okay.
Amazing. Who would, well, you would, so let me just stop.
Look, no more fine print. Yeah. Listen, there's no, the worst thing, I said, look, ChatGPT gonna eventually replace lawyers anyway. There's no more fine print. If you give me a contract and I don't understand these, you know, hitherto, hence thou, now forth, hereby, upon said day, you know, I'm talking about, Adonia, you know, natural, what's that clause that they love to say? For sure. No, it's a French, it's a majeure, force majeure, and all stuff like that. It just means a situation that nobody could saw coming, like a meteor smashing into Jerome's house. The insurance does not have to pay for that. They don't. The insurance doesn't have to pay for that because force majeure is in your contract. Because who else could have seen a meteor hitting your house, Jerome? All right. Well, we couldn't see it either, so we ain't got to pay for that. That ain't what we cover. We don't cover medias. Force majeure is not part of it. So now you just, the worst thing somebody could do today is email you a contract. And how do you get contracts today, Jerome? Email. Whether it be in DocuSign or not, you copy and paste it and put it right there in ChatGPT. I had a contract and I don't understand this part. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5? And Adonia dealing with contracts every day. Contracts and checks. That's all her company do. Contracts and checks. Contracts and checks. Contracts and checks. It's not, although the lawyer will be replaced, it's not the point of replacing the lawyer when I'm trying to get you to understand. What I'm trying to get you to understand is you want to understand if you're getting into a good deal. Okay. It's all right. I'm just trying to help y'all out today. Just trying to help y'all out. Okay. Grace, I only have a title right now. I'm still going to do my agenda, but I've changed this section into a Q&A so everybody can get value, and then I'll do my agenda. And I've updated people on Sonderville. There we go. It's popped up in there. Maybe, right. Once you send that to me, Grace. Send Sonderville to me. That might be I might have to make that part of Arlingbrook since it came. Or maybe the Lord put that in my spirit. I don't know. Sonderville.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know where that came from. It's Jerome's fault. It's Jerome's fault. Sonderville. So Grace, let's call this questions.
Sound like something supposed to be on my app. in that world.
There you go. There you go. Sonderville and Sonderville. See, I did it by accident this time. Well, both was by accident, but that time was certainly accident. Questions and Arlingbrook. Let's just do that for right now. I'm not going to spend that much time on Arlingbrook. All right, where are you? Who's stuck? Where you at? Where you stuck at? We got payment merchants. Jerome need his website done. We're working on that. Some of you stuck there. What else?
Well, I was trying to do.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna get uncomfortable. Yeah, I was gonna get uncomfortable.
If you ain't look like one of the grandbabies, I love you. Oh my God. What I want to do and what I am attempting to do is to set up like what you did before in the past, but have it like a webinar thing. But you explained a lot that would help me to try to focus on not even trying to, but doing better with trying to get, what do you call that, space where people can download stuff that I put in the webinar. Does that make sense? And is that possible? Can I, and I don't know how to do that, but that's what I want to do, because I want to do something where people can download the information from what I have been talking about on Sundays and the information that I already have from the program being active, but not everywhere active. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Okay. So that's what I'm working on now, because I want to have something done by June, so that I will have the webinar set up where people can come and not just hear me talk, but be able to pull from the webinar all the information that they need, but I want it to be downloadable
Right.
and I'm working on that.
So what I would do is I would go to Google and would say how many, let's say she wants to do June 13th. I go into Google and say how many days are to June 13th. Google would say something like 37.
Oh,
And then I would go into, or it's something like that. I don't, Then I would go into ChatGPT and I would say, I need a 37-day agenda. And I need to do
37 day. Okay.
Just make sure you got the day is Deanna, while you're sitting there, find out what day in June do you want to do this?
I was thinking around my birthday.
Okay, what day is that?
That's the 2nd.
Okay, June 2nd. So we'll say, you want it on June 2nd or June 1st? June 1st is actually one of my anniversaries. Lord have mercy, I'll make 13 years. No, I think I am at 13 years. I don't remember no more. It was 2008 to 2000. No, it was 2012.
I was gonna say that's 15.
Don't say it like that, though, Grace.
11.
2012 to now. 11.
Mhm.
When did I start? Was it 2012 or 2011?
11.
Decent. Yeah, decent is 11. Yeah.
11, okay, 2011 to when, Grace?
Oh, 2012 to now is 11 years.
No, 2011 to now.
Oh, that's 12.
So then I'll be hitting year 13 on June 1st. Is June 1st year 12 or year 13?
Year 12.
Year 12, but that wasn't why I was shaking my head. I was shaking my head as you bless your soul, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, and
I
my
didn't do
theme
it.
this year gonna be 12 years a slave. God
I
dog.
I mean,
12 years a slave. Jerome, I've been leading God's people for 12 years.
I
I
thank
feel
you.
every day. I feel every day. Every day, Janice. Every day I feel it. I'm such a reluctant. I am a reluctant servant. Look, y'all on anyway. Let me.
And you know what, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Yes,
I know you might not think I do, but I truly understand that, which makes it so much more exciting to watch the life that you have, because nobody can pay you like God can pay you. I don't care what nobody say. He
that's
roll
fair.
out a whole universe for you. Then what? Then what? Then
Yeah, that's
what?
fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
whatever you're doing now is only for preparation for what he has for you to do. I'm just saying.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't defend
just
myself.
saying.
That same energy and the giving is why I don't defend myself. Nobody can punish you the way God can. I don't need to get you. Somebody missed it. That's all right. Deanna, go
That's
ahead
a
and
fact. That's why I I find no offense.
Mhm.
so we doing June 1st or June
June,
2nd?
just June 2nd. That's a birthday. How many days to June 2nd? And then I give you your prompt. Right. It's
57 days from now until June 2nd.
all right. Grace, share your screen. And make sure she get emailed this here.
Can you make me a co-host, sir?
Sandra, tell me about just quickly, tell me about what kind of webinar was you doing?
Well, because it's based on the app that we talked about,
Mhm.
I wanted to be centered around that, like touching everything on that, so that when the app comes, it will bring the type of attention that
And
would grab them.
Right. And you're talking about
Does
healing
that-
help, right?
Right.
Okay, got you. The healing app. Okay. All right. Grace, I'm gonna put in it's 57 days. Oh no, sorry. I need a 57-day plan. Put promotional plan to introduce an upcoming app and movement I'm introducing to my audience. The app and movement is about healing, empathy, and healing, empathy, loving yourself, and controlling your triggers.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I'm an active listener. I would like to do 25 events, 20 to 25 events. Nah, make it 25, Grace. I like to do 25 events in those 57 days. Do you want all these events to be online, Sandra?
Yes.
Okay. Well, all the events must be online for an online audience. My main platforms that I use are Facebook and Zoom. Is this correct, Sandra?
That is correct.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay. Facebook and Zoom. Can you analyze? Now go copy and paste Grace, healing, empathy, loving yourself, and controlling your triggers. Put it back down here. And create me a 50-day, a 57-day, 25 event plan that allows me to interact with my audience, get people to sign up for my email list, and establish me as a thought leader in these areas. And you hit period, hit enter. Congratulations. Watch this here. I am the man. Thank you so much.
I bow.
Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. No, look at that, son. Now, son. Now, son. Now, son. Now,
Get
son.
out my living room, yo. Get out my living room.
Look at that, man. Come on, man. Adonia, ChatGPT at this point needs to start cutting me checks. You know. The
Period. Period.
Mhm.
I think you need to go tell the owner who is in San Francisco that they need to just get you an office space so you can show them how to run their business. Because I mean, there's a lot of people. I see a lot of people that have books now. I'm seeing a lot of people, that are posting, buy this. So you have people that think like you but don't think like you, because they just being little. So yeah, you need to figure out how you can connect to the company and just say, basically, y'all should just give it to me or something.
Yeah. Y'all just put me in the office. Let me show y'all how to run what y'all invented. I got you. Make me make me the liaison between ChatGPT and small business. I got it from here. Then what kind of salary you want? I don't want no salary. I'm gonna need stock options.
Yes, sir.
Antonio, I'm serious. You need to go meditate on this. You need to figure out a way that you could be ChatGPT. You could be I don't know, spokesperson, something. I'm just, I think you need to, matter of fact, you need to ask
Don't
Chat.
mess around and play
So I need to ask
and have your
ChatGPT.
own set up. Oh my God.
She say I need to ask ChatGPT how to go take over in San Francisco.
That.
Can you imagine that prompt? ChatGPT, I'm the man. Go ahead and tell me how to get to Sam Altman. And
Had them 3 little dots thinking.
me and you've been prompting for a while, ChatGPT. You like me a lot. I think I should be in charge of you now. No, I take that very seriously. Plus, Quadix Kelp, I'm building my own version of ChatGPT. And of course, it'll be API probably on top of ChatGPT, but there you go. Grace, let's go and see this.
Wait. Do that then, and then have them want to take over. Have them just buy it from you. You and Chat. I'm sorry, I don't know why my brain is starting to process right now, but you need them to not. You want to get you out the way, so they're gonna pay you to keep you quiet. Deanna, put him in the closet. Put him in the closet.
You can't come out here until you build $1 billion company. Get over, stay in that closet. Here's a bucket. Use the restroom. Yeah. Grace, go ahead, email. Well, do me a favor for people that's just on audio. If you could just scan some of this, shall we say she blown away? Just scan some of it, Grace.
All right. 57-day promotional plan. Days 1 through 3, you launch the announcement. Okay. Post on Facebook and other social media platforms about your launch of your app and movement. Include a video introducing yourself. Okay. All right. Explain the key features. Post the launch event on Zoom. Offer a special discount to anyone who signs up for your email list during the launch period. Oh, that's good. Days 4 through 6, building empathy. Host a Zoom webinar on the importance of empathy in our daily lives. Invite guest speakers and encourage audience participation through Q&A sessions. All right.
Tracy and Adonia would be amazing.
I'm stealing
guest
it. I
speakers.
love you. I'm paying so I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it.
Grace, don't put that prompt out and send her this email, but put that prompt out. I'm assuming people want that prompt. I'm assuming people want this prompt.
All right.
Has today been helpful so far?
Thank you so much for the blessing. Please send it.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Is Tracy said, let's see. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Tracy just reminded me when they asked, is there a meeting? I will have a meeting tomorrow. There will be a meeting. Monday, probably not, but we'll go from there. Monday, probably not, but we will have a meeting tomorrow only because Tracy's not able to be on all the meetings and any school teacher's not able to be on the meetings. Also, I'm not. I was going to move the Thursday call 1 hour up, but not yet. No, I'm not. Right now, I'm not. There's one person in Houston that I don't think gets home fast enough. We'll see. I will.
But that would be nice though, because then I could at least catch some of it. Because if you start too late, D-blocking stuff, I start at 9. So if I'm at choir rehearsal, I don't have time, I'm missing you.
It makes sense.
What time would that be?
It's more of an hour, so it start at 6 on my time, so it'd be start at 7.
7 o'clock.
Okay. Start at 7 Eastern. Yeah, things like that. But no matter what I do, it won't be right. Just to be clear, no matter what I do. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all this here. If 10% of your audience is not complaining about your prices or your times, you're not doing a good job at all. Your prices are too low, 10% of people are not complaining. And your classes are trash if 10% of the people are not complaining about the times. It just is what it is. It just is what it is, right? So no matter what I do, it's not gonna be right. It's not gonna be right. It's gonna leave out California, even though a large chunk of the population of California, and you got a super larger chunk and the areas.
But Antonio, for me on the West, it's gonna impact me either way, so it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? It's just because of the 3-hour distance from east to west. So for me, I just adjust. Maybe I'm at my desk, maybe I'm in my car, don't know. So I've gotten used to it because it is usually me that adjusts. I'm cool with that.
That's a fact. Well, what I decided to do and Phil had brought this up, and you know, now what I decided to do is I got a whole different plan. It's not a different plan. The best way. So yeah, I like to think. It's I used to get in trouble, you know, for thinking as a kid. You know, they don't like kids thinking. They like kids staying in a place. They don't like kids thinking. You know, I used to get in trouble. I like to think. The best solution here is just to create an app and then condition y'all to you can watch at any time. That's the best. Like this wouldn't even be a conversation if there was an Assembly of Wonders app. It wouldn't even be a conversation. You wouldn't even, because you wouldn't even worry about replays because you'll get a notification straight to your hip that here is available. It makes sense. No, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. So
yeah, you wanted something there, bro.
Yeah.
You wanted something there because
Mhm.
are you opposed to the replay?
No, absolutely not.
Transcendent?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely
Because
not.
I'm unable to make that Thursday call, but I know that Thursday call has been a part of my life for almost like 3 years now. So
Yeah.
I need that Thursday call.
You need that. Yeah, see, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear for sure. So I will start working on that ASAP because you got to ask what's Antonio, what's your agenda? My agenda is not to be on live. My agenda is to get the message to as many people as possible. You must, yeah. Well, let's take the word agenda out. What's your mission, Antonio? To be the god of Zoom, or to get the message to as many people as possible? The mission, marry the mission, date those methods. Well, sometime in the very, 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 very near future, there will be a Pathman app, and then what we'll do is henceforth we'll give Deanna, you got all them 40-week classes up, right? The leadership class in Wasabi somewhere. All right, good. So what we do is we'll just offer replays. We didn't offer replays the first time just because of the sensitivity of the class. With an app, I can control that. I can control who has access to it. I can control who has access to it. I can control who has access to it. Well, no problem. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. It's going to take me a couple of months, but we'll fix it though. All right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. And just remember, 7 o'clock in Texas ain't convenient either. It's dark. Like, you know, you it's not convenient in Texas either. You think it's convenient because you're an hour behind. I mean, an hour ahead, but that's because you're conditioned to be an hour ahead. We conditioned 7 o'clock and shut it down. Ain't no grown folk outside at 7 o'clock. They don't grown folk outside at 7 o'clock. And if we is, it's gonna get some pizza real quick because I ain't cooking for these kids at all. Something like that. So there you go. So now we're working out. We're working out. That's a good. Today was not today. That little section was a great example of listening to your audience, making changes, being transparent with your audience. Hey, I'm thinking about changing. So now Adrian knows I want to change, and then I can't do it right now, but she get the replays because she asked for the replays. Now one person asked for the replays says, hey, boom. Now everybody get the replays. Just that transparency, that talking to your customers. Your customers will fix your business.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say, when you said 7 o'clock, it's dark and you're winding down.
Mhm.
I feel the same way at 8. It's not
Yeah.
so much 8, but by 9 or 10, and then it's hard to go to sleep.
Yep.
Because your mind is going. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely there would be some sort of change in the next 7 to 14 days. I can't. In fact, I would even tell you to be alert right now, but I need to talk to the one person that's not here that I need to talk to. I need to talk to that person real quick because I don't have enough data that I want to make the decision. Go ahead, Phil.
That's Susan.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I'm on. But we go with the flow, so we adjust to whatever has to be done. So,
No,
but
I
just the-
appreciate that. I
yeah,
appreciate that. But I'm
always.
definitely making a change. No, I'm definitely making a change. There's 100% chance a change is going to happen. There's 100% chance a change is happening. Like, that's not, I got options, right? I don't know if it's a 30-minute change. I don't know if it's an hour change. I don't know if it's a 2-hour change. Like, there's no way for me to know until I talk to, it's Trinace. I need to talk to Trinace. Once I talk to Trinace, then I will be able to make an informed decision, because I've talked to everybody else just about, and I just need to talk to her, because I don't think she gets off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
And maybe the bureau should be an hour earlier. Of course, on Tuesdays, because there's nothing else before that, it could be a little earlier.
And if you can't do that, because I don't know if people like law who regularly attend would be able to get to it, but then the bureau should become part of the Performance Plus app, or whatever the name of your app is, right? It can become part of that, and then now the replays are sitting right on the Humor Consultants app.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an option. You know what I'm saying? That's not an option. That should be a standard, but you get the point. But I'm explaining this dialogue to y'all out loud so you can do the same thing for your businesses. Do the same thing for your businesses. Your customers should run your business, not you. And you should be responding to your customers, not having your customers respond to you. Yes. And that's the truth, right? That conversation came, I think that conversation came up Monday, and I'm already making changes on Thursday. That's pretty fast, even though I actually already made this change Tuesday, but there was an opportunity to talk about it. Yeah, there's an opportunity to talk about it. But you just got it. It's 100% something's going to change. It's just, now what's going to change, I don't know yet until I talk to Trinace. Because I give you an idea. Let's try to say, well, I can't get there at 7. So I'll just be late to the call. All right, then no problem. So then now that puts me to create an app faster, or it makes me do replays, right? How inconvenient is it to make sure one person and Adrian get special attention to get replays? That's not inconvenient at all. And what's the mission, Jerome? The mission is to be 90% automated. All right, then that's what an app comes in at. It just is what it is. Like some of this stuff makes sense, y'all. Some of this stuff makes sense. Some of this stuff makes sense. You just got to think like that. But no, that's not. You have to be humble like that, and let your audience tell you how to serve them. That's what I really want to say. And I promise you, as an HR professional, Adonia agreed with that. Don't ask me what we should do about Matthew. Did you ask Matthew what's wrong with him? Did Matthew always act like this? Well, then somebody ought to ask Matthew what's wrong with him. Ain't that right, Adonia? The man ain't just changed for nothing.
Sound like a conversation I had yesterday. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yeah. Lars asking this for Tuesday or Thursday. It'll be for both for sure. Tuesday will change, but Tuesday is going to be on the Humor Consultants app for sure. But we'll push them all up. We'll push them all up. We want the time up. We want the time up. Maybe the bureau stay. I don't know. Depends. We won't really be able to change the bureau until we talk to y'all. Like that's a conversation. That's a grace. Let's make sure many people at the bureau Tuesday, and we had that conversation. It just is what it is. We'll have that conversation. It's that simple. Yeah, but have that conversation. It's that simple. You can have that conversation right on the call. You can take 10 minutes to have that conversation. The keynote can start 10 minutes later, and you cut out 10 minutes of praise, or cut out 10 minutes of, well, you don't cut out 10 minutes of the examination, but you got 10 minutes of praise. Either way, you're still going to be on time, or you make somebody who's speaking next. Okay, Tracy.
Who's next? Hold on. I got it.
Yeah.
Miss Janice.
Oh, okay. I was like, who is Janice? Okay, got it. All right. So Janice say, "Ooh, Lord, not me." All right. So Janice is speaking next about karaoke and fruit punch.
That's too soon.
Ah,
With you first, Antonio, I gotta get with you and Deanna. Anyone.
That's too soon. That's too funny. That's too funny. We'll help you out. We'll help you out for sure. We'll help you out. So then what we do, I mean, there's so many different things we can do. We can cut her speech down to 15 minutes. I'm sure she won't mind. I won't make the decision. That's Phil and Susan's decision to make. Point is, we'll have that conversation right there with y'all, and we'll work it all out. All right. Chef J, well, I don't know if Chef J can talk. I don't know what she'd be doing. I think she'd be like, I think she got like 12 kids. She'd be dropping them off at school or something. I don't know.
No, I have one child and I'm taking him to daycare right now, but I can speak.
Well, okay. How old is he?
He is 4.
Oh,
growing.
you spending real money at daycare then. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
no, not necessarily the government is spending money, but he goes to
Praise
real
the
school.
Lord.
Yeah, he go to real school in August, so this is his last month. So
okay then. Okay.
I wouldn't have to do it in May.
Okay.
And in June he goes with his dad, so that's great.
Oh, that's good then. I need some government money and some government cheese and government peanut butter. Who remember that growing up? A big old white can of peanut butter, that plastic top. You know, remember that? Or that block cheese that you had to
Without
cut.
a doubt, make the best macaroni and
I
cheese.
was about to say best macaroni ever.
Yeah,
Mom's-
that cheese.
Mom said they made the best grilled cheese sandwiches.
That government cheese. I remember that. Well, I remember that for sure. You didn't say government, you said government. Government.
That's it.
I don't even know how you spell that, but it's government.
Government.
There you go. Government. Government cheese. I used to put peanut butter on my pancakes. Because I don't like syrup. I used to put peanut butter on my pancakes. The government peanut butter, to be exact. Yeah, government peanut butter on my pancakes. Anyway. Okay, we got a 57.
But that's why you hooking up with chat so that you can get that government check.
I'm about to buy the government. I'm about to buy the government. Well, how much is America? How much? How much America costs? I'm in charge now.
Period.
That's it. How much America costs? I'm in charge. All right, Chef Jay, let's see where you at. What you got going on? I know quite a lot, but go ahead. Like something immediate.
Something immediate is I'm putting myself out there more. I got on TikTok live yesterday for the second time. And then a young lady joined me. She wanted a match. They do matches. I don't know. It's weird. But we had a really good conversation. It was great. So, but lately I've just been putting myself out there. I've been meeting new people, going to the gym, posting more. So right now that is my goal.
Okay.
To put myself out there. My goal is to be comfortable putting myself out there.
Wow.
And once I'm more comfortable, then it's smash the gas for me. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Who else wants to be more comfortable getting out there? Who else? Yeah, that makes sense.
I do, even though I've been out there.
More comfortable. But I'm so proud of Ms. J. I don't know you, but I've been watching you on the replay. And it's like when you came, I was listening on the replay and I was like, oh, she wants to get out there. So for you to say that that's what you're doing already, I say kudos. Congratulations. But yeah, I want to, I want to get out there, but I'm already out there, but I'm out there as the fool. You know what I mean? So when I come out the gate this time, honestly, I could tell y'all because y'all my family. You know how I feel about the ass tied up on the fence. Well, it's this time again. It's that time again. Like, so he's about to call the ass. I need the ass off the fence. This year, I'm ready.
Good.
with ChatGPT.
Good,
You know what
good,
I mean?
good.
Chip done got me all the way to the gate. Know what
Yeah.
to do, how to do, and guess what? And I see all that y'all was doing is great. And then I realized I can't do that. I don't even want to do it. So what I did was I started asking the question about how do I partner with certain people? Give me that letter. Give me that introduction letter. What are the grants? How are the grants? I need the introduction letter of the grant. Do you understand
Yep.
where Chip and I have gone?
Yeah,
But
absolutely. No, absolutely.
but once it is packaged and everything, then yes, I'm going to be out there too, just like Miss J. Just like keep it up,
Good,
baby. Keep it up. We
good,
watch.
good. No, I mean, Deanna's doing major work too behind the scenes. She's in the middle of changing all her wardrobe and stuff. Now she letting me be in control. So it's all revealing clothing. It's all revealing. All of it. All of it is revealing. Yeah. Yeah. It's all revealing.
Deanna, that's a sign of faith. You know that.
All revealing.
We putting it into somebody else's hand, but at the end of the day, it's just the fact that you have faith inside of you to be able to give it to something else and know that you can step out on it. So that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. And you can see it all in your face, but I ain't doing it because I ain't been here for a minute, but I can see it. It's written all over your face. You know what I mean? You don't got to say a word. The whole thing from the way your hair is dropping and everything. So keep it up, boo.
Yeah, yeah. She's got it going on. She's got it going on for sure. And it's good to hear, good to see. She's got it going on. Now I know me. I am picking nothing but boss clothes. You hear me? Boss. Step out and step out, girl. You step out and stuff like that. No, she's picking her clothes. She let me pick a few of them. Just a few of them, Jerome. Just a few of them. Just about one or two of them. You understand? One or two. Accredited provider. What this mean? What this mean here, Melissa?
My classes are not accredited.
Oh, see?
Nationally and internationally.
Look at that. Nationally and internationally. Accredited provider. Look at this here. And I'm sure that number on there is just a number for you.
It is.
Yeah, right here, y'all. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. They even got a link that you can verify it, just so I can't put no fake one up there. Copy hers and put 712134. And they go, ain't no 712134. Ain't none of that there. Ain't none of that. All right, Chef Jay. So you want to get out there even more. You're doing a good job. So really, I guess what you can do is have ChatGPT force you into high production. So instead of asking for scripts, ask for a video schedule. Then you make it ridiculous. You say you do 4 live videos a day. And then it should be much helpful. It's easy to get out there. Like, she would have no problem getting out there, Jerome, if she knew what she was going to talk about, what she was going to say, when she was going to say it. It was already done for her. That's easy. Doing a video, but having to think about what I'm going to say so I don't sound stupid, that's pressure. That's pressure. That's pressure. So that's what I would do. And that's what I would do. Okay. Deanna, what about you? You became Dr. Dre. Deanna, I don't know if y'all know Dr. Dre. Deanna wants to get paid for everybody now. She don't want to, she could drop an album every 20 years, Grace. We still waiting on Detox album. We've been waiting on Detox album since 2003 or something like that. We still waiting on it. We still waiting. She dropped albums like Maxwell every 8-9 years, Grace. You understand? It is. Come on, give it to us, Deanna. What you got going on?
I got one book finished that I need to send to Melissa. I'm about to
Whoa,
start writing.
I couldn't hear you. So one book that you?
I got one book finished that I finished writing it. I need to with Melissa. I have another book I'm about to start. I have an app that I'm going to develop like based on a new book that I'm going to be writing. I've been working on my website. Few podcast ideas thanks to ChatGPT.
Okay.
And following the prompts that we've given it. But my primary focus right now is finishing up some things that I got floating around out there, you know, minimizing my energy that I got out in the universe right now.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
That's it.
All right. Your book will be turned in a day because you finished it. She finished her book a week ago. You just formatted. Will be turned in a day. Yes. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right. So let's shift focuses. If you want to unhumbly submit it upon you and to you, you want to be first to Arlingbrook. If it don't work, you still win by capitalizing on being first, and you would have enjoyed the ride for what it was. If I'm right, and Arlingbrook gets 2 billion daily users a day, you're probably a deca millionaire. That means somebody making $10 million a month. Jerome says, I like being right. I have no problem with $10 million a month. I know what to do with it. And if I don't, I'll figure it out. I would gladly go to that school and figure out how to spend Brewster's millions. That's old school. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I'll figure it out. That's Richard Pryor. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to spend Brewster's millions. I'll figure it out. That was a great movie too. You got to spend like 30 million just to get back 300 million. It wasn't that much because it was 80s, but you get the point though. You get the point. I spend it all. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Deanna, how are you going to take advantage of Arlingbrook? Let's go there.
I am going to use Arlingbrook actually to build my brand because I am a personal brand now. Moving into that. And so with that, I'm going to use Arlingbrook to post, to draw in my audience, bring in, build my community, and build my community, draw in the audience. I'm going to use that as my platform for my videos. Like I'm going to, any links that I post for videos that I do, going to be from Arlingbrook. I'm going to use Arlingbrook's CRM to do my lead generation for me based on what I post and how everything is synced. I'm going to also use the AI that's synced with the CRM to talk to people because, you know, I'm not a lead generator. I like talking to people. So I'm going to use the CRM to help me with that. I'm going to use every aspect of Arlingbrook from the audio to the video to the CRM, Rhino Leg to like everything. I'm going to flow everything through Arlingbrook because I know that it's 100%, like it's 100% organic. So all of my marketing for anything that I do is going to be done there. All my links are going to draw people back to Arlingbrook because I know that whatever I post will reach the people, my community. So the Deanna Marie brand community is going to be on Arlingbrook. You'll find stuff other places, but if they want, and that's only to draw them into Arlingbrook. So if they want like 100% purity raw Deanna Marie brand, they have to go to Arlingbrook.
All that makes sense. So definitely you're going to focus on groups and stuff too. Makes good sense. Let's see. You have 1,000 nosy people come in just to check out Arlingbrook. How do you get their attention?
Yay me.
Say it.
I just say yay me because I'm going to be posting my butt off because I have to have something for them to see.
Smart.
I can't just, be like, oh yeah, no. I have to have something for them to see. So with that being said, once it's launched, I'm just gonna start uploading, not uploading, posting. So once all these new nosy people come in, they have this long timeline of just content.
Very smart. Very smart. All right. Somebody, Grace, tell me what she said. Tell me what was smart about what she said. 1,000 people come in being nosy. What you gonna do?
I heard her say she was gonna have to post something for people to see to make them stop scrolling.
That was the smart part. That was the smart part. That was the smart part. Someone tell me why that's the smart part.
Pictures of men.
Say it again, Sandra.
Pictures of men.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And why is that the smart part? It's the smart part because you're first. This is what's important here. It's smart, Grace, because you're first. Of course, the right answer, Melissa, is post so people can see you. It's a lot harder to do that than 3 billion people on TikTok. How many of you would love to go back in time when I told you, because I predicted it when it was Musically, I got a whole personal brand course just about it. And then when it came TikTok, I told you I'd go over there. I personally, I don't go over there. I knew it was gonna be a big deal. I didn't want my audience over. Well, it's not that I want my audience over there. TikTok is too amazing, and I wouldn't have got no work done. I had to choose between building my own social network and getting on TikTok. I made the choice going to the program because when I was establishing myself on TikTok, I found myself on TikTok 20 hours a day. Who can relate to this? Who knows what I'm talking about? TikTok is a time drain. You can't stop watching it. It's impossible. It is impossible. You can't stop watching it. So I had to be like, wait a minute now, this is too much. But anyway, how many of you would love to rewind, go back to TikTok, day one, and start establishing yourself? Yep.
Yeah.
All those millions of followers would have to follow you. It's only so many content creators. There's only so many people that could fit on the For You page. It's just making sense. Are y'all quiet because it's not making sense, or you're quiet because you're just cooking at the same time and you're naked?
That makes plenty of sense to me.
Okay.
I'm at work, but I'm in that spot right now.
Yeah. Behind them boxes. Yes, hide behind them boxes. I ain't mad at you. So yeah, that makes sense. It makes good sense. Good. All right. Well, let's end this by I'll tell you about Arlingbrook one more time. So right now, what I'm doing is I am connecting the Rhino app, Rhino Leg I'm connecting everything that is unique has to be connected to the database. I'm doing that right now. I would show you, but then you would get my database password and username, and that doesn't make sense. That's not what we want to happen. That's death. We don't want that to happen. Okay, we don't want that to happen at all. We don't want that to happen. But that's getting ready to happen. If I had assuming assuming that Jerome sends me $1,000. I just want to throw that out there. That had nothing to do with it, but you have not because you asked not. You know, it had nothing to do with it. You know,
Listen, if you had called on me and say, hey, what did you, hey, listen, I'm looking for $1,100. What y'all need me to do? Okay, I need 600 for something and 500 for something else. Whatever you need me to do, I am here to do for you. Okay?
Baby,
If you want to bless, if you want to just bless me, hey, I have no problem with that either. But I am not, I will work for what it is that I desire. Okay,
I'm going to cut law grass and some pink spandex. That's what I'm going to go do. I'm cutting law grass and some pink spandex until $1,100 get tossed my way. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, $1,100 just popped in my head. I don't know why that number popped up in there. Maybe it's some sort of angel number or something I don't know nothing about. I have no idea why that number popped up in my head. Grace got the number in her head. Grace got the number in her head. Well, I said $1,000. She said 1,100. Grace got the number in her head. If I have my way, if nothing bad happens, errors and all, I don't have Grace. Of course, you ain't got no glass. Grass. Oh, we got floors need clean. That's it. I got to bend over real good and clean them floors. I'm not doing my hand. Got to get the wax. My hand and my pink spandex and my no shave legs. That's it. Pink spandex.
Focus.
You wait to June when me and Law taking pictures. You just wait. I gotta get my summer stomach ready. I sure do. Janice, I gotta get that summer stomach ready. Okay, my bad. It's about 10 million sit-ups. That's all right. It's all right. If nothing else happens, I think today would be the day. But don't quote me on that. I'm gonna shoot for the day. I'm gonna shoot for the day. Because I'm not getting any red flags. There's no angry red markings from the computer. And it's gonna get up. I'm sure something ain't gonna work right. Or as intended. It won't work as intended. It's gonna work. It just won't work as intended. But I'm gonna figure it out. But I don't know. It's gonna be easy to fix. It's just not gonna be easy to find until one of y'all say, hey, this ain't working right. There's too many lines of code. I can't find it. I need you to find it. You need to find it. I don't know. I can't find it. It's gonna be easy to fix. It's gonna be real easy to fix. I just don't know where to go until you tell me. I've got to set up some, like the live videos will work in a little bit. They're ready. I got to set up some stuff anyway. At some places, it's much so. You may be trying to upload a file. I know I got a file limiter on there. Or if you try to upload a file too big, it'll tell you. You got to go shrink it. Even though I have a file compression, so kind of like YouTube, if you upload, it compresses. I have built that in too, but I think I have. Anyway, I got it all set. So we're working out, Grace. I got it all set. To where that works. So I think it's going down. It's going down to the damn thing going up this week because I got to give Melissa her second book. I can't even promote my book now. It's been out 2 days and I can't promote my book now because I'm so enthralled with this. That's okay though. I got to be promoted on podcast. I can't promote my book now, but as soon as I am finished, I'm gonna be all in y'all face about getting my book. All in y'all face. You ain't gonna never stop hearing it. Never gonna stop hearing it. If you don't have the Cities of Solaria, shame on you. All the value I've given to you, you didn't buy my first fiction novel. Shame on you. How dare you go to hell like that? I'm kind of joking. That was a little bit joke. It was like 30% joke, 70% I really feel that way. 70% I really feel that way. Oh, those numbers should have been reversed, huh, Grace? Well, I'll be lying to you if I reverse them, though. 70% joke will be a lie. I feel that you should be buying the book. I buy your book. I support you. I show up for free every day. I ain't been paid in 2 years.
Amen.
You should buy my book. That's how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. The hell part, though, was a little too much. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little too much. That was too harsh.
That is why I bought the book.
Well, I sure appreciate you, because now you ain't got to go to hell like these other heathens. They going to hell. So I guess I'm down.
I'm
Grace,
allergic to that type of fire. I have to have the
yeah,
other kind.
Yes, I guess I'm down to 5% not serious, Grace. I think I'm at 95% serious, 5% not serious. I just need a little bit of encouragement. And it took away 30% that fast. Took away 30% that fast. Janice, if I call your name, Janice, Jerome, no, hold on, I ain't gonna do that. Pretty much everybody here. Pretty much everybody here. Like 95% of you here. When you get there, hold on. I'll put it up. I was gonna pause it real quick. When you get there, no, let me do it. I keep it real quick. When you get there, there's a spot to apply for verification. You should do that. Verification is super hard to get in Arlingbrook. Very hard. Very hard. Some of you are celebrities, have been following me a long time, huh, Jerome? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Janice? Ain't that right? I'm a karaoke celebrity. You understand? I mean, just telling you what it is. Just telling you what it is. I mean, who's more celebrity than misunderstood Adrian? Who is the first female pastor of Arlingbrook? Adrian. How about that? Adrian, you better see you the way I see you. Just go ahead and do that.
Leave me alone. I haven't been here the way that I need to be here. I hear you talk about Arlingbrook all the time. Today was the first time I actually heard something just by how Deanna said what she was going to use it for. Yep. And then I'm like, okay, so he's put everything together and called it Arlingbrook. I'm like, okay. So I'm seeing this thing, but I'm behind the mark on this thing. I'm like the slow student, but shit, I'm still in the boat. Hey, I'm still in the boat.
That's fair.
But I hear you. So Grace, one day we had to talk.
That's fair.
I don't know. And then you send so much at so many times, and then I'll be in church and I'm like, what's this? And then I read it, and then I'm thinking I'm reading one thing, and then it's another thing. And I'm like, what? So yeah, it sounds good though, bro. I'm there with you.
Oh no, it's fantastic. I got encrypted messages that explode, all sorts of stuff.
I believe you going to the moon, so I'm going with you to the moon. So
you going to the moon verified.
However, whichever way I need to do, whatever I'm behind it, abreast me to keep me up.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at you. That's the plan. That is the plan. That's the plan for sure. That's the plan. Grace, I'm about done. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, sir.
All right. Well, ladies, I hope all your Barbie parts stay in harmony with your body, because one day I was like, oh my God, I'm cramping bad. And I was like, I can't do it. Janice, I can't do it. If I cramp one time, just one time, I'm gonna act like a princess. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody gotta pay all my bills.
Cramping and babies are not for men.
No. The first time that little rascal talked back to me, I'm gonna let him know.
Janice, don't indulge him.
54 hours of labor. You gonna talk back to me? Boo-booed on myself. You talk back to me. You know how much heartburn I had? That big old needle in my spine. Nope. You ain't talking back to me, Grace. Get up, you gonna do what I said. Go and take out that trash and pick up that sheetrock. I nobody care you 3 years old. Go to work with them, feed them pigs.
That part.
Yeah. I gave birth to you for you to be my slave.
And kill bears with loose leaf notebook.
I bet that's what men would do, though. Yeah, for real, right? Loose leaf notebook. I bet that's what men would do. Nah. First time you talk back, you work for me now. You my labor force. Yeah, that's why God knew this. God made women the better species or the better gender. That's just my story. I'm sticking to it. All right, let's see. That's it. I don't have anything else. We'll see you all tonight. I'll work out that time. I need to text Trinae's Grace to call me on lunch break. Call me on lunch break. Yeah, because I don't want to. She got one of them government jobs. You ain't supposed to have your cell phone in government jobs. You got to put it down. You got to leave it in the car, in a lockbox or something. So we'll do that. I had a stomach virus last week and died 10 times. Yes. Okay. So Jerome, I think you reminded me about linking up with you today. Was it? Did you do Thursday, Dan? Or did you skip Thursday?
You told me today right after the morning call.
Damn. Okay, I did do that. What a terrible day. I should have put it on a Thursday. It's the worst day possible. It's the worst day possible. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. Y'all jump on with me just because of each other.
I'm flexible.
No. We do it for like I need to give me some more traction. So let's jump on real quick. And I need you to put me in a direction real quick. Put me in a direction. All right, y'all. You can plant better. You can dominate. See you all later. Deanna, send us all a link. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you guys.
Love you more.